The hustle never stops, but for Jimmy McGill, the hustle is starting to look a lot like a suit and tie. In this episode, Jimmy takes his Slippin Jimmy tactics and applies them to a high-stakes corporate lawsuit, proving that you can take the man out of the scam, but you can't take the scam out of the man. We start with Jimmy out in the field, literally. He's in Amarillo, Texas, and he's not there for the sights. He's intercepted a bus full of Sandpiper Crossing residents. Jimmy knows that to build a massive class action case, he needs signatures, but the law says he can't solicit clients. So what does he do? He stages a breakdown. He stands in the middle of the road, looking like a hero, and convinces an entire bus of seniors that he's the only one who can save them from being cheated. It's brilliant, it's effective, and it's completely against the rules of his new law firm, Davis & Main. Back in Albuquerque, Jimmy's boss, Clifford Main, is impressed by the numbers but curious about how Jimmy got them. Jimmy plays it cool, spinning a story about how the seniors just found him. But while Jimmy is flying high, Kim is starting to worry. She knows Jimmy is playing with fire. She sees him working on a television commercial to recruit even more clients, and while the ad is professional, it's not the safe corporate image Davis & Main wants. Meanwhile, Mike Ehrmantraut is dealing with his own set of problems. His daughter-in-law, Stacy, is becoming increasingly paranoid. She claims she's hearing gunshots at night and sees suspicious marks on the side of her house. Mike, being the protector he is, spends the night staked out in his car, watching. He realizes there are no gunshots, just the sound of the morning paper hitting the pavement. But he doesn't tell Stacy she's imagining things. Instead, he decides he needs more money to move her to a safer neighborhood. This need for big-picture cash leads Mike back into the path of Nacho Varga. Nacho has a problem that needs taking care of. He wants someone removed from the equation.
Yeah, Florido,
Mike listens, but he's hesitant. He's a man of principles, even in the criminal world. He doesn't want to be a hitman, but the pressure to provide for his family is pushing him closer to a line he promised he'd never cross. The tension peaks when Jimmy decides to air his commercial without getting approval from his bosses. He's so confident in his vision that he bypasses the chain of command. The ad works, the phones start ringing off the hook, but the victory is short-lived. Jimmy realizes that in the world of big law, results don't always justify the methods. He's sitting in his fancy office, watching the phones light up, but for the first time, the success feels like a trap. Jimmy is learning the hard way that when you work for the man, you have to answer to the man. He's trying to be the lawyer Kim wants him to be, but the lure of the shortcut is too strong. He's standing on the edge of a cliff, and as Mike prepares for a dangerous new job and Kim watches Jimmy's ego grow, you can feel the ground starting to shift under everyone's feet. Because in this world, if you want to win big, you have to be willing to lose yourself. And Jimmy McGill is just starting to find out how much that costs.